This is how to install your top case and your case liner on a 2025 BMW GS 1300 adventure bike. You'll see this little mechanism, it actually slides back and forth a little bit. This is the mount for your bike for the top case or the beer chest. This is an add or an option that you have to get when you order the bike. I suppose they can probably add it on later by swapping parts out. But the bike I bought already had this included, which makes it easier to go to the beer chest. So when I bought the bike, I bought the lunch boxes on the sides, not the beer chest on the top, and then later decided this wasn't enough room and I wanted to add the beer chest. So that's how I got to where I am. So assuming you have this on your bike already, the first thing to do is take this little cap off. What this cap does is that protects the contacts, because this bike on the middle for top, and I think it's the left side, they have a USB-C charging port inside the box for charging your GoPro batteries or whatever. So the first thing you have to do is take that off. Now, as far as getting the box onto this, there's no real magic to it. It's just the key, but it's a little bit different. So on the side cases, you turn the key one way here, and it allows you to pull this up, and then you pull the box off and you put it back down like this and you're good. And you'll see that in the other video I have on how to install the side boxes and their liners. For this one, it's a little bit different. You only have one key lock. So for this one, you have a key lock to install the box, but you have a separate key lock for actually opening the box. With the top box, it's only one key. So what you end up doing is you still have to get the red lever out. So by doing that, you basically turn to the left or counterclockwise, and this comes out. And then you put it on, shove it forward, and you press the red button in until it locks in the center, which you just heard, and now it's on. So you've not only engaged the latches, you've also engaged the charging port for the USB thing. Now, your lid's still shut. Is it locked? Is it not locked? So this is the release button. So you can see it was not locked, right? You have the release button. So if you want to lock it, what you do now is, remember, you turn to the left to get the box off. Just turn it right and pull it out, and now it's locked. And it's going to want to spring back to the middle. So you don't just turn it, it'll go back to the middle, and that's okay. But you turn it and then pull the key out, and then it's locked. You want to be able to open it, turn it back to the center, push it open, and then again, if you want to remove it, turn it all the way this way to the left, and then slide it back out. Okay? Now, let's say we open it. There is a little plastic molded piece here that basically fits the back side of that. So you're going to put it on where it fits that shape and rotate it. And that's where you store that, so that next time you remove it, you can put the cap back on there so it won't get corroded. The other thing you have is right here is your charging port. So again, this is a USB-C. You basically stick your cord in there, plug it in, and you can charge whatever you'd like. The bag will come out of the box looking like this, flat. It'll be in a plastic sheath like this. You'll have your instructions, and you've got a bunch of these different ties and stuff here, which I'll go over those in a minute. If you look at the instructions, the first thing it says is to zip the top and fold it over 3 times. You don't necessarily have to fold it over 3 times, but what they're really trying to do is get it compressed down there that you can click over the different attachment points to make it look from a flat pancake into sort of a suitcase. So if we do that, we zip it across, we roll it 3 times just for the sake of following instructions, And then you have this one over here. You have this one over here across the top. And then over here, you have these. Now, it still looks kind of like a pancake, right? But what you're really gonna end up doing is when you load it and everything, you're gonna have it open and you're going to puff it out into sort of more of a 3D deal instead of just flat. And then that's how you pack it, is in there. And if you notice, this kind of gives us more of a rectangular bottom on it. And that rectangular bottom, which we're gonna fill it with our clothes or gear or whatever we're doing, and then that's going to drop inside of the hard case. So what I usually do is I have it like this, I pack everything in there, and then I don't fold it 3 times, I simply zip it, and I drop it in. Most of the time I don't even use these. You can, you don't have to, but that's basically how you use this soft bag. In case you got 3, the side bags and the top case like I did, you'll notice the only difference is that the side bags say max load of 10 kg and the top one says max load of 8 kg. So that's the only real difference. Plus you'll also have 2 side ones and 1 top one, so you can easily see which is the odd man out. For all these items here, the main one that I use is the shoulder strap. So that's this one. And for the shoulder strap, you basically attach it at this point on one side and this point on the other side. And that way when you're walking into the hotel or wherever you're going, you can throw that over a shoulder. That's obviously fully compressed. You can get it as long as that. So especially if you've got 3 of these, then it's going to be nice to have the shoulder straps to be able to throw over your shoulder, or maybe you've got 2 over the shoulders and you're carrying 1 by the handles. Usually what I try to do is leave 1 bag in the bike, lock it with things that I may not need every day. Like maybe that's where extra GoPro cameras are and where I keep my my FLIR and my Garmin and radar detector and stuff in there. You just have to learn what works best for your efficiency, but I don't like dragging in any more than I have to back and forth to the bike every day. If you look at the instructions, these other ties are for putting the soft case on top of the hard case and tying it down to it. So basically what you're doing in each of these cases is you're attaching it here, and then this little piece goes over the loop, and I'll show you that when I get out to the bike itself. Now you take your bag, and again we puff it out so that it looks like a pseudo rectangle, and then we can stick it in here and zip it across, or if it's not raining, you can just kind of lay it in there that way. You really don't even have to fasten the top if you don't want, and then simply push it down. And even if you're just, going to be stopping at gas stops or whatever, it's a good idea just to remember to always lock your beer chest and your side bags while you're stopped, especially when you're in the hotel. Just keeps thieves discouraged a bit from getting in here. They're a pretty decent system as far as locking in place. It's a whole lot different than the old chopper days where you had literally a leather set of saddlebags thrown over the back fender and anybody could walk up and grab it. The last item I'll show you with this is, again, push the button, pull the bag out. I mentioned those ties earlier. So let's say that you bought some giant souvenir and you've got that in the case, but you still got to get your dirty socks home. What you can do is basically take the 4 of those that I showed you earlier come off the bottom. So you snap it in place there, then you bring it down, and you've got a loop, and you basically slip it in place there, and then you tighten it up with this strap, and you do that in all 4 places, because you'll have a set of 4, so they go here, here, and then the other 2 over there. So it's just another way of being flexible, thanks to the German engineering, of allowing you to put your soft bag up on top of the hard bag in case you need that. The last trip I did was about 5,000 miles, and before I had this top case, it's in the Baron's Last Ride series of videos, you'll see I actually had just a roller suitcase strapped to the top. Now I actually have my top case, so I'm going to use this instead when I leave tomorrow to drive from Texas to Florida and tour the state of Florida for a little bit. If you haven't done so, please click the link below to subscribe, click the little bell for notifications, and let's live for today.